Greetings, my friends, and welcome once again to Tales from ds106. Week, week 4, photography, the dark side.
The visual and visceral victuals.
Awesome. Triple alliteration.
But don't get eviscerated
Verily.
on your vision quest.
So, we've got a bunch of fun things for you to do this week. Thinking about the visuals of storytelling, particularly photography, we've got a few materials for you to look at that talk about being a better photographer, storytelling and digital literacy. We want you to look through that and reflect on your experience with photography. Do you take a lot of photos now? What do you take pictures of? Do you have a particular approach to taking photos? So read through that, and we want you to do a blog post on that.
And I wonder if the idea of having a camera in your pocket at all times now, if most of us have a cell phone or a smartphone, has changed your idea of visuals. You wouldn't just take a picture of a set of directions, as you might now, or something on the wall because you want to remember it. But picture taking has just changed so radically now that it's as easy as snapping your fingers.
Yeah, it changes the idea of how we use visuals. Good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So think about the visuals of storytelling. With that in mind, we're going to ask you to reflect on cinematography. We've got a list of fun movies for you to watch again. And look through them. Consider those points from becoming a better photographer, the ideas of selection, contrast, perspective, depth, balance, lighting, composition, that sort of thing. How is that at play within the movie that you pick to watch? How does it convey the story, convey the mood, invoke terror in your hearts?
Speaking of terror, one of the assignments this week is beyond the assignment 12 stars worth, is creating a paranormal image. And what is that, Paul? What would you think of as a paranormal image?
Well, I would really leave that up to everyone's discretion. What do you consider paranormal? And you may have a definition, you may make one up. This is really inspired by what started the Slender Man. It was that prompt. So make an image, tell us a little bit about it. Because it wasn't just the picture, it was that little caption that described what was going on there. And I'm not saying you have to make the Slender Man or get into that theme at all, but paranormal.
That's right. I was also glad to see, Paul, that we're going to increase the beatings will continue with 12 stars versus 8. There are 12 stars worth of visual assignment. So I'm really, really, the cruel, sadistic part of me is really happy right now.
And when we think about the stars, that's an estimate of difficulty. So,
yes,
you may see an assignment that's listed at 4 or 5 stars. I don't know if you will in visual, but you may. And there's probably a really easy cop-out way to do it. And you aren't going to get 4 or 5 stars for that.
No.
It's the effort you put into it.
And this is something to reinforce with assignments, all told. Your assignments are only as good as your write-up. If you don't narrate the work you did to create the assignment you created, you don't get any points. You get like 1 of whatever. So if you're not narrating and saying your thinking, why you did it, how you created it, that's the essence. We don't care if it's a Mona Lisa or if it's terrible. The narration will frame out your thinking and how you did it, and it's the idea to grow through narrating your work. So keep that in mind with all of your assignments all semester long.
Yeah, so that goes back to one of the readings we gave you in week 2, Alan Levine's post about how to write up a great assignment. And, you know, we'll keep referring you back to that if your write-ups are lacking.
Right.
But yeah, it is. Because even if something totally fails, you know, you tried, it's a wreck.
Yeah.
Tell us what you were thinking. Tell us what happened. Tell us what went wrong. Tell us what you learned from that. And then you're golden.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. It's like,
Make a masterpiece and say, here's my stuff. I'm like, well, we don't care.
we don't care. Exactly. You know, save that for the artist. Right. The other thing too is there's a new daily create. The new daily create is nice because it doesn't require you for the visual stuff to use Flickr. You still can, but you can share everything through Twitter directly. So be sure to head over to the new daily create, which is daily.ds106.us. Read up on how to do that, but that's changed and hopefully it's gotten easier. A lot of you have been having problems sharing your images on Flickr and vice versa. So we've heard, and Alan Levine and Mariana Funes, who run the Daily Create, and they're part of this community, have really done all the work on that. And major kudos to them. It's a beautiful new infrastructure, and I think many of you are going to find it easier. If you have questions with that, hashtag #DS106, ask them, will help.
Yeah. Anything you have questions about, if you put it on Twitter with the ds106 hashtag, there's lots of people there to help you.
True. And there's 3 daily creates due this week, and they have to be due on the day they come out.
That's right. And the last thing we have this week?
Photo Blitz.
Photo Blitz, yes.
Thank you, John Johnston.
Yes, this is an assignment that John Johnston came up with, and you'll see the task in there. It basically gives you quick prompts for photos you have to take.
People love the Photo Blitz. They love doing it, and they love looking at other people's. This is a really fun assignment. Take it seriously. It's a 20-minute assignment. You can't do it more than that, but it really helps you think about having a visual eye, having an eye, and working with your eye. It's a great assignment. I love it.
Yeah. So that's the fun we're having in week 4.
That's right. The visual. The horror of visual.
Yes.
Dark side.
Let's get visual.
Tales from the Dark Side, which is actually a movie. And it's a movie that Romero said is really the true, or maybe Tom Savini said this, but it's true. It's the true Creepshow 3. Because there was a Creepshow 3, which was terrible. But, you know, Savini or Romero, one of the two, said the real Creepshow 3 was Tales from the Dark Side. Which has a nice episode to start out with Steve Buscemi.
Ah,
yeah.
nice.
Good. And I think there's a couple other very popular actors.
Guy who's scary just by living.
Steve Buscemi and what's her name? She was in The Big Lebowski. Very famous actress. She was Maude in The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Her name. I mean, she's been in a million things.
Yeah. I'm blanking too.
Okay.
But,
she's in it too. It's great.
Yeah.
Blondie's in Tales from the Dark Side.
Blondie?
Harry.
Oh, nice.
She plays
Debbie
like
Harry from Videodrome.
That's right.
It all ties together.
It's all intermingled. All right.
It all ties together in DS106.
It's always
Yeah. All right. For life.
for life.
All right.
For life. For life.